I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your daily forecast for the day of Friday, February 16th, 2018. Now, what is going on today is that we have the moon hanging out right here in Pisces, okay, where it just moved into towards the end of yesterday. And what that's going to do is bring our attention to our spirituality, to what's going on inside us in some way, to what it is that we're feeling, also to our intuition, and of course, maybe creativity. All right. Also, when the moon is in Pisces, it can make us a little bit more introverted, wanting or needing perhaps to spend a little bit more time alone so that we can get in touch with ourselves on the inside and what it is that we're feeling. Okay. So that is what is going on today. Now at 8 a.m., the moon, as it's in Pisces, is going to make a sextile right over here to Saturn. All right, so I do like sextiles, so that to me I think is going to give you a really good chance, I think, to bring some structure to your inner life, structure to what it is that you're feeling emotionally in some way. Okay, and I think to better understand things, I don't know if I want to use the word understand. I usually save that for Sagittarius and for Jupiter, but I do think that Saturn making this aspect to the moon early on in the morning is really going to help you get a handle on what it is that you are feeling on the inside, on what it is that's going on inside you, okay, to help you better come up with a plan, with a strategy, and to just make sense of everything that is going on to you. Okay, so I do see that being a good thing, and I think anything that you can do to get right with yourself emotionally and internally is going to help you feel better about where your life is going, the direction you want your life to go in, and is going to help you start to take steps to move in that direction. Okay, sometimes Saturn can, of course, whenever it touches the moon, bring up feelings of restriction in some way, feeling restricted. But because this is a sextile, and I really personally really like sextiles, I think this is going to be a really good opportunity coming in at the morning for you to plan, to organize your life, to get right inside with everything that has happened to you, okay, and to start to feel much better about where your life is going and about what it is that you need to do. Okay, that's just how I feel about it. Then after that happens at 9 a.m., so an hour later, the moon is then going to come right over here on top of Venus and make a conjunction there. And I think what's going on is, as we're thinking about what's going on inside us and trying to organize our life better, put our life in the right place, feel more comfortable just in general about our life and where our life is going, I think there is another opportunity again to get in touch with yourself when the moon comes over Venus, to pay attention to your own desires, what it is that's important to you, and to get more comfortable with life now that so much has changed lately, now that so much has happened, now that our life has gone in crazy directions. All right, the moon on Venus can also bring our attention to issues, of course, with relationships and with money, because the moon likes Venus, because this is Pisces where Venus also likes to be. I don't think that these are going to be bad things with people. I think people can actually help you to heal, to process internally and process emotionally what it is that you are going through in some way. So I do see the morning at least being a good opportunity here to get a handle on your life, on what's happening, okay, to start to feel much better emotionally, internally, spiritually with what's going on, so that you can start to put your life in a better place and feel much better about where it's going. Then at 9 p.m. at night, what the moon is going to do is it's going to move a little bit further through Pisces. It's going to conjunct Neptune, as you can see it right here, and then it's going to square Mars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's happening at 9 p.m. So almost like a full 12 hours later, the moon isn't going to do anything for that 12 hours. And then at the nighttime, it's going to come into these aspects, and that could be a little bit more of a challenging spot. After, I think, us really trying to figure out how we can get more comfortable with our life and with what has been going on in our life lately, I think towards the end of the day, around 9 p.m., we could be feeling a little bit confused with the conjunction to Neptune here about our life, about what's happening in some way, maybe not sure how to make sense of things going on, because we have so many options and so many things up in the air. All right, the square as well to Mars coming in at the nighttime too, maybe making us feel a little bit uncomfortable, taking us a little bit out of our comfort zone in some way, and again making it hard for us to maybe find that clarity and find that structure in life that I think we had at the beginning beginning of the day and that I think Saturn was giving us, okay? So I think that could definitely be something a little bit harder that comes in at the nighttime, okay? My advice for that is to try to get most of your work done in the morning here when we've got this sextile to Saturn helping you stay organized, helping you understand things, and then save maybe more time at night for you to do creative tasks that you don't need to get done right away, or to spend more time in meditation or reading a book or doing something that can really resonate with yourself spiritually, taking in a nice bath or a shower or something like that, okay? So that's what we have got going on there, right? And I think what we're trying to do is just get right with ourselves inside now that so much has happened, and try to make sense of ourself and of our life. And I think we're starting to feel better now that we pay attention to ourselves emotionally, care for ourselves emotionally, but we're still a little bit uncomfortable here about something new that we're doing that we have not done before now that our life has changed. And I think we're trying to learn here how to get comfortable with our life, how to get comfortable with the way things have gone, whether or not we wanted them to go this way, so that we can start to organize our life better and move forward feeling more comfortable, okay? So that's what I'm going to leave with you there. Now, stuff going on in the background is that we do have Mars in a square with Neptune, which is basically what I just talked about, coming in. So again, feeling a little bit uncomfortable, feeling like you're being taken outside of your comfort zone, maybe feeling a little bit confused here about how to act, about how to do things, about what you need to do in your life to put it in the place you want it to be in, okay? And again, needing to be patient here with Neptune and be creative, listen to your intuition that will guide you on what it is that you need to do next that can help you. All right. Venus also, again, the moon is touching these aspects today, so you'll feel them more in a sextile with Saturn too. Even though you may be confused about how to act and maybe a little bit uncomfortable about something new that you're doing in your life, I think really trying to find that structure that you need internally with relationships and with money to help you progress in the best way possible coming in. All right, so quite a different energy from the past few days happening, trying to figure out life, make sense of it, bring more structure to our life, even though we're still not feeling quite comfortable with where things are going. All right, we also do have Mercury in a conjunction with the Sun here, bringing lots of communication and lots of thought, not just with other people, but also with yourself, trying to figure out what is going on with you. Also, I think when Mercury Sun happens, integration, trying to integrate what's going on with you, everything that's happened to you lately with this big eclipse, with all these crazy Jupiter squares, Uranus sextiles. I think you're trying to integrate everything into your life, get okay with it, figure out what it all means to you, make sense of it, okay, and get your heart, the Sun, and your mind, Mercury, on the same page. So I think that's something that could also be happening. All right, there could still be some unexpected things with both Mercury and the Sun making a sextile to Uranus coming. There could still be some unexpected things that do come up that open some doors for you, since I normally interpret sextiles positively, okay, but just know that it's coming off of that sextile, so you're going to start feeling it less and less from here on out, okay? So that's what we've got going on there. And then also Venus slowly about to come into a conjunction with Neptune. Pisces is about to have a moment. We're about to have tons of planets move through Pisces, like we just had them in Aquarius, okay? And so there's going to be lots of things going on with relationships. Venus likes being in Pisces, so I do think good opportunities here for relationships to help you process things, to help you understand things better, and to help you feel better on the inside coming in. Conjunctions to Neptune can cause confusion. That's how I normally interpret Neptune, especially for the collective. But because Venus likes Pisces, Neptune rules Pisces, I definitely think it could be a really good opportunity here for your relationships to help you process things, even if maybe you aren't feeling quite right about your life in other ways. All right. So that's what I see going on there. Now, for your card for the day, let's see what we have. We've got the 6. This is the 6 reversed. Normally, to me, when it's upright, it means like a victory. I don't know, there's lots of cards that mean victories, but this one especially is like after a struggle, there's a victory that you've gotten. And I think what happens when this is reversed is maybe we're not feeling the victory. Maybe we feel like we've been struggling and we're still struggling. Or maybe things are not quite where we want them to be. And I think what this card is saying here, when it's reversed, is, especially with all this Pisces stuff, is that's okay, is that sometimes, just based on what's going on with this Pisces, is sometimes you know, I want to say this, but I don't know if it like makes sense for the card, but I'm just feeling intuitively called to say that sometimes we have victories in life and they don't feel like victories. Sometimes we have successes in life and they don't feel like successes, you know, because they come with a lot of baggage. They come with a lot of things that have been really hard for us in some way. Maybe we're worn out from battle here with like these eclipses going on. And I think what this card is saying, like, or what I'm gonna say this one's saying is just that like you are in a better place than you think you are. You are doing okay, you know, and to realize that you are doing fine, even if it doesn't feel like it, especially with Pisces coming in to nurture yourself emotionally coming in. I think with all these planets that are about to move through Pisces for the next month or so here is now that all this crazy stuff has gone on, we're trying to get right with it on the inside. And I think while we're working out all of this stuff going on the inside and overcoming some things from the past, since Pisces rules things from the past too, I think there could be some confusion. We could be feeling like we're going backwards. You know, we didn't learn all of the lessons that we needed to learn, that we're struggling to move forward. Sometimes that comes up with Pisces, and I think what you need to do is just trust the process. You are right where you need to be. You know more and you have learned more than you think you know. And because we're at the beginning of Pisces, it's not clear yet, but I think as we start to move further and further throughout this transit, even though the moon's going to come into a conjunction with Chiron, I think you're going to soon realize that there is more wisdom that you've learned from all of these battles that you've had, from all of these struggles that have gone on. And I think you just need to trust that you've learned stuff, and you need to be okay with that. I think a lot of what's going on with this too is not like outer strength and outer power. I think what's going on here is you need to listen to your inner strength, to what's going on inside you. I think that is your biggest source of strength too. I think sometimes the victories on the outside that everyone says, you know, oh, that person's successful, is not the same as a victory on the inside. And I think that's what you need to pay attention to with this card as well, and with these Pisces planets, is not so much what everyone else says is success, what everyone else says is right, to not care so much about what the world says you should or should not do. But I think with this card, that's what I'm going to say. You need to pay attention to what you think is successful. What is good for you? What is your truth? And do you live up to your own version of success? And I think that's the message here, is you need to get in touch with yourself, listen to your own heart, and realize that even if things don't look on the outside like they are right, that you have just overcome, I want to say, a major battle, and that you're moving in the right direction, and to just trust and have faith that you are getting there, even if it does not look like it on the outside. All right, that's what I'm going to interpret there with that one, that I feel called to say. Okay, so I hope that resonated with some of you. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.